Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Elisa, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're back, welcome back. Today I wanted to do a tutorial on this particular look. I'm gonna show you how to do this look, and you really don't need to know how to do makeup like at all. It's very simple, it's very easy. So if you do want to learn how to get this look, just keep watching, okay? We're gonna start with our brows. Bear with me, please. I have a cold. I messed up my eyebrows the other day, so we're just going to have to glue them down. I'm using the Ardell Brow glue. I got it in PR. It's the instant lamination lift. Sorry, I also live next to an airport. I usually use Got to Be glue. So once it's dried down a little bit more, because I feel like the more tacky it is, the more like my hair will actually move and stay. My eyebrows are so stubborn. Usually they won't stay with like a regular gel. Like if I really did this, it would just like go down. And it doesn't leave a white cast even if you like wipe it off all the way. So that's cool. Now they're kind of in the direction I want. I'm gonna flatten it with the tool that it came with. It's like a little thing. And then I just make sure I flatten it. I'm gonna use this side to like carve out my eyebrow. And lately I've been accidentally making them a little too thick when they shouldn't be. I'm a thin eyebrow girly. That one was like a way better swipe. After I just get a Q-tip and I just get a Q-tip and I just wipe around this area to get all the glue off of the product, because then you can like kind of feel it layer with your makeup and it's just like it's a little crusty. I used to do that, but like the thing is that like you could see where that product was and the makeup, but I would be just like delulu and I just wouldn't care. I'd be like, who cares? I'll still look hot. We're gonna go in with the Danessa Myricks, the Yummy Skin Glow Serum. I don't know if you can see that. It's so good. It's the hydrating and priming face serum. So it's like skincare and makeup together, and I love when those two teams are combined. I like to make sure I get it into my pores, because like my pores get, or you can kind of see my pores here when I put makeup on. So I feel like my face like feels so fat. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm gonna go in with some color corrector because obviously you can see I have a lot of discoloration. So I'm gonna use the Morphe Wakeup Artist in Peach 2 color correcting concealer. Oh, also before I put on anything under my eye like makeup, I put on this lip mask by Joye. I think that's how you say it. And it's a lip mask, but it's like really waxy, and I put it under my eyes to like so nothing creases, and it's like really hydrated. And it has really been working, and I don't know why. I think it's like the wax or something. I don't know, but if someone can explain to me why this works, that would be great. And I'll show you too for proof. I'm gonna put some under my eye. I already have a damp beauty blender. I'm just gonna blend it out. You see how that already like brightens up my eye? We love that. I used to not like color corrector because I felt like it was just like another layer of makeup and it would just show. But honestly, now that I understand like color and color theory, it's a lot easier for me to use it, and like I feel more confident using it. Next, we're gonna go in with our contour, and I'm using the Milk Makeup matte bronzer in the shade Blaze. I'm gonna be contouring my face for my face shape, and I think I have like a square face. I don't know, but I have cheekbones and I want to emphasize them more. So I usually go under like that, and then I bring it up so I can snatch it, if that makes sense. So like that, under, and then boom. My nose. And then my jawline. Because I've gained some weight, I've got to really use the contour under my neck. We're gonna go in with blush, and because, like I said, I want to emphasize the cheekbones, we're gonna place it higher up. Okay, you see, like it's even to my brow. It doesn't really need to be that high up, but you see, it doesn't go past right here. And I'm using the Flower Nose blush in Strawberry Cupid. So I have two concealers. This is gonna be like, this is a no foundation look. Okay, so I'm using the same line of concealers, the Wake Up Artist one. For like my skin shade, I'm using 7.5 Neutral in Sandstone. Okay, we're gonna do under this contour line. We're gonna do right here, right here. We're gonna lift up and up, because I feel like my mouth is like naturally downturned, and I don't like it, like really emphasize my cheeks, so I like to lift it up, and then that way, and then that way, under here, because under my nose it's discolored. We're gonna highlight with our concealer, the same one, the Wake Up Artist in Sand 5 Warm, or 5W. And this one is pretty brightening for me. However, I love a bright under eye. So I'm gonna put on another light concealer over it. But I bring it straight down, you see? And then I put a little that way, and then a little that way. I'm not putting too much on, because like the whole point of this is like to not put too much on. And then to brighten it more, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 22 Wheat. I love this concealer because, one, it's affordable. Two, it's very like dry under eye friendly. So if you have dry under eyes, it's very hydrating. It doesn't like dry it out. So, oh, oops, I'm missing to highlight right here, and right here. And so this is what your face should look like for my face shape. Okay, this is your map. This is your map. We're gonna use that same highlighting concealer and put it under there on my brow bone. And I'm gonna carve it out. I have to do it in the mirror because I can't see. I'm gonna buff it out with my Real Techniques brush, the concealer brush. And I'm not gonna blend it too much. I'm more gonna like pat it in, so that way it just kind of stays. Okay, I actually got that technique from this makeup artist. Her name is Ruth. I don't know, I follow her on Instagram, and she's cool. She does like makeup, she does makeup tutorials, which is so fun for me because I feel like I've stopped watching makeup tutorials, which I don't know why, because I felt like for a time I was just like, oh, I know my skin, I know my makeup routine, like boom boom bap. And then my body like just started changing. Obviously, like I gained some weight, I have like eczema now, I have really dry patches on my skin, I have way less lip filler than I did like 2 years ago. So, okay, so now we can go in with this. Get it all over. And I like to use the Huda Beauty contour brush. This was for their Tantour contour, and it's one of my favorite brushes for contouring because it doesn't really move the makeup. It just blends it out so well, and the bristles are so soft. I need to wash it though, so don't judge me. So you can be kind of messy like this. It looks crazy right now, but I swear it's gonna come all together. So I'm gonna do with this side, a little bit lid, under my freaking double chin. I'm gonna do my forehead and make sure I blend it into my hairline because it's gonna look crazy if I don't. Okay, blending the nose. And under my lip. It looks crazy, I know, I promise it's gonna come out. I'm gonna use the Real Techniques tapered cheek brush. A lot of my brushes I feel like are Real Techniques or Morphe. Morphe because it was PR, but Real Techniques because one, it's affordable. Two, I feel like their brushes work, you know? Like, they don't really ever pick up on product. They just blend it out how you need. So we're just gonna blend it out. We're not gonna bring it down too far. And we're just gonna blend where I placed the blush. Just like that. It doesn't have to look blended like yet at all because we're gonna do that blending like later. So it's gonna look crazy, but it's okay, we're almost there. Now that I have my blush blended out, I'm gonna put a little bit more just in case the rest of the product dries. I try to keep the product moist so that way it's, you know, easier to blend. We're gonna blend out the concealer that's your skin color, okay? So right here, take this opportunity to clean up your act. Just kidding. Take this opportunity to clean up under your cheekbone, okay? And yes, it looks like a harsh line right now, but like I said, just wait. Hold on, shawty, hold on. And the way I've always like done my contour is I go from the top of my ear down, and it follows my jawline. If you get into like the other makeup, it's totally fine because we're all gonna blend it together. It's okay. Okay, so now for the fun part, we're gonna go into our highlighted areas. And my forehead out. So now we're gonna finally do our under eye. I use this opportunity to clean up the side of my nose for like the nose contour. Try not to have like a too heavy of a hand because beauty blenders are like notorious for taking more product than it should, you know? Okay, so now we're gonna use like a more clean part of the beauty blender and just blend out all the harsh lines. So right here, like that. I'll blend this out, and my nose out more. And this, and my chin. It's mostly for over here, like for your contour. If you need to go back in with more product, you totally can. Like nothing's stopping you. We're gonna use the famous, my old time OG, the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I've been using this since I was like 18, 19 years old. I'm 27 now. And it stands the test of time. I know other people like other powders, but this is just the powder that has worked for me. And like, why fix something that's not broken? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's other things out there and you can definitely try, but like, and I have. But this one just works the best. So I know that my under eye, it creases. And you just try to lightly blend it out. And then while I blended that out, I'm gonna be fast and not look down. Okay, see? Now it's more like skin. But also, if you're not getting your powder and then like using something to take out all the clumps, your makeup, I think, will just come out more cakey. And doing that really ensures like there's not as much product. I just like to do a light powder just because we're still like, I don't like to go for a matte, like all matte look anymore. That was so 2017 of me. I just don't do an all matte look anymore. Just because it was like really hard to achieve. One, because I thought I had oily skin, because like every time I would try to do matte and stuff, obviously I would get oily, so I thought I had oily skin, and I would just try to find anything that was matte, like oil free, like all of that. And it turns out that I just wasn't. I had a very bad skin barrier. Now that I have my under eyes set, I'm actually gonna put a little bit on the corners right here to brighten it, or to kind of like be my guide, because I'm gonna put eyeshadow on and I don't want it to get into the highlighted part. So for my eyeshadow, we're gonna use the Morphe Gold palette, and we're gonna use this taupey color because it has like a gray tone to it, a cool tone to it, sorry. And we're just gonna go, because I have hooded eyes, this is gonna go above my eye fold, okay? And I'll tell you, I'll show you, I'm not dead. Having a cooler shade like this is going to like help you contour your eyes. Because I have hooded eyes, I'm going to have to make my own like eye fold. So you see this light shade right here? I'm going to take this flat brush and then I'm gonna start it right here and then go up, so it's way above my fold. You see that? But it's under the makeup that we just did, and we're gonna go like maybe halfway. You can be kind of messy with it. You don't have to be that precise. Make sure the lid has the lighter eyeshadow shade. Then we're gonna do it again on this side. We're gonna take that brush, we're gonna use that as like a transition shade. We're gonna blend that out. You see? You see? I'm just gonna put a little bit of this dark shade right here, kind of like a wing, where I'm gonna put my eyeliner. You see that? It just like creates more depth, I feel, for my eye. Oh my god! Oh my god! That was so annoying. It's not coming off before I freak out. Wipe off the product we had under here. Okay, I like to use this flat brush for my nose contour. I'm gonna use the same taupe shade because it was taupey, and it's gonna be like a shadow. I'm gonna use that to contour. Over the bridge. A lot of people were like making fun of Ariana Grande for having her contour like this, but I'm like, dude, I do my contour like that, so now what? Now what? Whatever. I'll sand my hair. Okay, so next you're going to bake a little, I like to make a line of, like, you know, how I'm going to bake it. And then I like to brush it out so it's not like a harsh thing, you know? So while that bakes, I'm gonna do the contour of my face. For contour, I'm gonna use the Maybelline City bronzer. This is in the shade 300, but honestly, it pulls a little bit more red than I would like. But we're just gonna use it for the video. So do that up there. I try to keep the contour like right here, so that way like let me go, you know? So it's really snatching my cheekbones. We're gonna go in with some blush. I have a lot of different blushes, but I don't have like a orangey peach powder blush. I have all of those in liquids. So I take this BH Cosmetics eye palette and I use the pink and the orange for my blush. This is just such a pretty color on me. You see? So I make sure I keep my blush right where I put the cream product on, so I'm not dragging it all the way down. I'll also use the same brush to like wipe off the powder, because I don't mind if some color gets right there. We're gonna go with some eyeliner now. Just a little wing like that. I'm not gonna worry about it too much, or else I'll just fixate on it and then I just won't be happy. Now that we're here, we're gonna also add more of the eyebrow strokes I forgot to do. I love this pen. I'm using the NYX Lift and Snatch pen, and I've been using it for a few years now, and it's my favorite eyebrow pen. I did my best to make them sisters, not twins. Now that that's done, I'm gonna spray some of this on my face. I put like a lot on. The key is to put on a lot of setting spray so it can melt into your skin and really come together. It's my favorite. I've just been trying to spare it because I haven't really been buying myself makeup and I'm low on this, but I'll use it. Sounds like a fucking kamikaze. Apparently people don't put on a highlight the same way that we used to when we were in high school. I do. Is that bad? I use the Chocolate Latte Play Bento by Kaja, and it's in the shade 2, and I use that highlighter. Okay. So you have to go in on my nose. Here. Eyebrow. Okay, so my face is done. So we're gonna do my favorite lip combo, which is the Twinkie one. I know it sounds funny. It's on like TikTok. It's by Glamlite, I think. Now that my lip fillers have like dissolved, like some of it, I have to line my lips differently because I don't want to look crazy and have like clearly overlined lips, you know what I mean? I like the shade of this. I don't know if I like the actual product itself. It's like, it's very dry, but it's cute, right? It's so cute. It comes with a lip gloss, but it's just not glossy enough for me. So I put on the Milk Makeup Lip Oil and Chocolate Cake. I broke the lid and I have to go like this. I love it. It's just so glossy and good. And it's so good with this combo. Like, look at that. You say? Like, the look is just coming together. Should I put on lashes? I think we'll put on lashes for the look. Oh my god, my camera's gonna die. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you watched this whole video, please comment a pink heart, maybe 2, if you are feeling up for it. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!